And what are we making?
We're making fishy soup.
Fishy soup.
Fishy soup.
What? Is there fish in the soup?
No, there's no fish in the soup.
So then why is it called fishy soup?
Because my grandmother, Anyuka, she made fishy soup for us because that's what we could eat because it sounded really cool.
Yeah, okay.
But there's no fish. It's all chicken and cream of wheat.
Chicken and cream of wheat.
Right.
This stuff.
That stuff. Cream of wheat.
Right there.
Right there. Right. But you have to make real chicken broth. And that's how we made it. You know. But I'm sure today if they want to use the fake chicken broth. But to make real chicken broth, so you have a chicken carcass. Whatever, carcass. Okay. Chicken in there.
just throw them in there.
Just throw it in there. So to make the chicken stock, you just want to cut that in half. Chunk it and cut it again and again. All right, and that goes in the pot.
What?
That's it.
All right.
Because all you're doing, yeah, I don't want that.
You want this?
Yeah, I want it in about that far, that big.
Like that?
Yep. So one celery, and that goes in the pot. Because all you're doing is adding the flavor of this. Because you're not keeping any of this. So do the smaller one. Take the skin off. Now chop that in thirds. Right in the pot. So this is your stock.
What is in there?
So you've got carrots, celery, onion, garlic, salt, pepper,
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg in chicken soup really brings the flavor out of the chicken soup.
And a chicken.
And a chicken.
Chicken carcass.
Chicken carcass. All right, that's probably good right there. And put your lid on it and let her go for about 2 hours. Through the magic of
cooking shows all around the world.
Right.
We have some chicken broth that I previously made.
Yeah, if you don't have time to actually make real chicken broth, this is probably the best.
Yeah, and get stock. This is unsalted, so we can control
the stock.
The sodium, and this is cooking stock.
Right.
Which is
and probably need some more in that. Okay, that's good. Okay, so it's what, about a
quart and a half.
Quart and a half. All right. The chicken stock has to be boiling before you start mixing the cream of wheat, the egg, and the butter together, because it will get hard real quick.
Okay.
Because of the cream of wheat.
Okay.
Okay. You still need to add, especially if you've got it no salt and no seasoning in it. You still want to add pepper to it. Press a little bit of pepper. It's just to the broth. It's just to flavor it.
Oh yeah, it has no salt in it.
Because it has nothing in it, right?
It's got no salt.
And you want to make sure you put the nutmeg, because that's what adds the flavor. And it's like I say, it's just a shake, a little bit of salt. You don't want salt till salt, but you can need a little bit. All right, you want more salt?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's put some taste in there.
All right, that's it. That's it.
All right, there you go.
I still need it for this. Okay, so we've got a good boil coming. Can I use your wooden spoon?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, so this has to come to a boil before you mix up your dough. Make your fishies. Alright, so you want to cut. It's boiling, so we can go ahead and do the fishies. Yeah. Half a cup cream of wheat. About a half a teaspoon of salt. What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay. Then you want to add the butter.
Just cold butter?
Room temperature would be better, but that's okay. We have cold butter. Okay. Chunked in. And it's going to make like a crumbly. Once you get all the crumblies together. Okay, we're still going over there. Yeah, it's better.
Where was your grandmother from?
She was born in Hungary in 1880 something, and her husband came over to the United States, to Philadelphia, in like 1911, started a tailor shop in Philadelphia, and then he sent for my grandmother in 1912. So it was not during the Titanic, it was before the Titanic, so it was like in February. She came over with my mother, who was like 3 years old. And they set up a tailor shop and a dress shop in Philadelphia. Now you see that's nice and crumbly?
Mm-hmm.
That's the texture you want. And her name was Elizabeth. We called her Erzsébet. And my mother's name was Elizabeth, Erzsébet. And then of course it was changed to Elizabeth. Okay. Now, ta-da! An egg. Make sure this is up a little hot. Good and boiling. Okay. No eggshells.
Just one.
Just one? Did it go in there?
I don't know if it went in there.
Okay. And this was always given to us when we were not feeling good. And it just made you feel better. And I gave it to my kids when they didn't feel good. So they all grew up with fishy soup. Okay, so now we've got a nice paste. And like I say, with the cream of wheat, if you did this first and then started dumping it in, it would harden real quick. So you want to catch it at this stage. Now, are we boiling? Now this is the trick. You've got a nice dough patty all together, right? And as this is boiling, is it boiling? Can you get up just a tad?
Yeah, put it on 9.
Okay. Okay, so we've got a boiler. Now the trick to the fishy soup, now if you use a bigger teaspoon, you'll get a bigger fishy. If you use a little, I always like the little teaspoon because you can really get a cute little fishy out of it. Right there. That's the fishy.
They're all going to be jealous because I got fishy soup and they don't.
Ha! Cure all for what ails you. I think it was a scientific fact.
Let me try it. Can I try to make fishies?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. So you just like that?
Yep, that's it. And see when they start to float? Then they'll float. Now they're fishies.
So you want it flat, and you make like a triangle.
Right. Yep.
And you dip it in.
You dip it once in a while, it gets the spoon faster. It's gonna harden. You'll have dough balls, not fishies.
Isn't this how you make matzo balls?
I don't know. I never made matzo balls. Kick it back. Kick it back. Kick it back.
That fish is too big. That one's over the limit. You got to put that one back.
Put that one back.
Oh, it's starting to get
stiff.
Yeah.
Keep it faster.
Yeah, keep it wet.
Yeah.
It's very important that you have the right shape.
Yeah, I like the little spoon.
Here, you want to finish it up?
Yeah. I like the little spoon because you can see how big they get. And if they're not...
Oh, wow. Look how big they're getting.
Yeah. If you use a bigger spoon, then they're too big. That's it.
How long you got to cook them for?
About 5 minutes.
5
Till they're
minutes.
done. You find the biggest fish. There you go. You find the biggest
wow, look
fish.
at the size of that one.
I know, Robbie, you made that one.
Yeah, I messed it up.
And when you cut it, if it's done inside, it's done.
It's gentle in the stomach, right?
Yes. And I guess the cream of wheat has protein in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the chicken broth. Definitely comfort food.
Thanks for watching another episode of The Hungry Han. Thank you for my guest chef, Elizabeth, my mom. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Don't, yeah. What him said.